What's going on, guys? Blame Truth here, the Godfather himself, bringing you another video. I led with that opening clip because that's a little weird, isn't it? Yeah, you know what else is weird? This matchmaking. Like, I'm showing you guys, like, me ending that previous match and it just auto-searching for the next one. So you know this is a legit lobby. I have pretty high stats in this game, and it's like SBMM just kind of broke and turned off for this match with the Raw MG. I did camp a lot, but that's beside the point. Like, it's rare to get the score I got in this gameplay, and it's rare to have a blowout match with skill-based matchmaking. I'm showing you this because it's kind of relevant. It's almost like there's little switches that turn on and off when I play this game, and I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here, but I already covered skill-based footstep audio in a previous video. I'll link that at the end of this video. And, I mean, I chalk it up to just bad game design. You know, like, it's just the devs being incompetent. There's issues in this game. But I'm going to leave a timestamp to exactly the part I want to show you if you're stretched for time or whatever. You want to skip ahead. You don't want to listen to me. A lot of people don't listen to me. Somebody's going to say, like, hey, I thought you stopped playing this game, BT, more, because of my last video. Like, I'm done playing this game for the foreseeable future until at least shipment comes out. Because it sucks, but I have old gameplay I'm going to share with you guys. Like, I don't understand why that's so hard to understand, but we got some room temperature IQ motherfuckers on YouTube here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. But anyway, I have a clip that I cannot explain. You know, that first clip, you might see that and be like, oh, that's weird. You know, like, oh, the sniper must have glitched out or something. You'll see little things like that when you go and shoot target dummies in the firing range. And I chalked it up to just like, I don't even know what I chalked it up as. I chalked it up most of the time to just like, oh, well, it's the idle sway throwing things off, right? Like, one bullet might miss with a full auto weapon, and I'm like, hey, it must be the idle sway. It kind of makes sense, right? Like, your gun's idling back and forth. Maybe your bullets are just, I don't know, flying off to the right or left or something like that. We don't really know how the mechanics work in this game, right? So I saw that and I recorded it on my Xbox just because, like, hey, this is a sniper. Like, it's a big deal to miss a shot like that when you're dead on center mass, but it's just probably some weird thing with the idle sway. I chalked it up as a bug because Infinity Ward are fucking incompetent, right? Like, they are. And I see people on the subreddit saying, like, there's skill-based hit detection. And I'm writing it off like, nah, like, Infinity Ward's too incompetent. I really don't think so. And I've covered this in previous Call of Duties. I've covered the patent, you know, where they can nerf you real time. I've covered the shitty fucking aim assist in Cold War that would literally make your gun whip back and forth around an opponent like a windshield wiper. And I've always chalked this up just to bad game design. I mean, these devs don't really know what the fuck they're doing. Let's be honest. I mean, that's putting it nicely. However, I just want to show you this. Before I talk about anything else, just watch this. I cannot explain this. I've been messing around in the firing range quite a bit. You know, just kind of like messing around with the gunsmith because the gunsmith sucks and I'm trying to just mess around and see if there's anything worth using other than my usual stuff. Spoilers, there's not, really. But I'm messing around with it and I'm firing at a lot of dummies. And, you know, I've also played the game and I've also noticed some kind of wonky hit detection. I've chalked it up to lag. You know, like, the game is not very well made, you know, and I've chalked up the missing bullets to the idle sway, like I said. But then this happened. And this was an idle sway. If it happened once, it's like some bug with the idle sway. No, this is not a bug. This happened 3 consecutive shots. And then you'll notice if you go back and watch, I stepped slightly to the right, ever so slightly to the right, and I guess my big dumb quadruple E size foot stepped on the button that activated my hit detection again and turned it back on at Infinity Ward HQ or something. I don't know how to explain this clip. And I've actually stuck up for the devs. I'm not one of those conspiracy nuts. Like in my skill-based footstep audio video, I said it's most likely just something to do with the sound engine not being able to handle all these different footstep sounds. I don't know how they handled it back in COD 4 perfectly. I never had a single issue back in COD 4 with footstep audio. Either I heard them, or they were crouch walking, ADSing with an SMG, or had dead silence on, right? It was very consistent. I don't understand why it's fucked up now. What is it, 15 years later? But alas, I equated it just to some bug or like too much fucking sound coming through their sound engine. And it's like packet loss with the internet, you know, like your connection or whatever. If you have packet loss, information gets lost to the server, stuff doesn't register right. It's sort of like that, but just inherently in the game engine. However, I did something yesterday, and I didn't talk about this in my video talking about how I'm quitting the game and how I'm at least taking a break until shipment comes out or some big update comes out that fixes a lot of shit or whatever. But I didn't explain this then because I was saving it for this video. But no, I think there's actually skill-based fucking sound problems. And I have a clip I'm going to show you from just a regular match-made game I had yesterday. Just a regular match in free-for-all. And I want you just to listen. I'm going to up the audio a little bit, but I want you to listen, and I'm going to put some text on the screen that explains kind of what's going on. I don't know what else to say, and we can explain this away however we want. We can explain it away as the devs being bad devs. There's a ton of problems with this game. We can explain it away as the devs having malicious intent because Activision, I mean, let's be real here, these guys are fucking scumbags. Like, would you put it past them to hide something like this? They can't even talk openly about their hidden SBMM algorithm. They can't even talk openly about it. We all know it's there. We all know it's fucking bullshit. They refuse to speak on it. Devs can't talk about it. No one can speak about it. Would you really put it past them to hide something like this? Now, here's the thing. There's going to be people out there thinking I'm crazy. There's going to be people out there thinking it's ridiculous to think that this is intentional and malicious. But with that footstep clip, I mean, what else do you want? Dead silence. I'm pretty sure it shows up in the kill cam as well. I could be wrong there. I'm pretty sure it shows up in the kill cam though. Like it shows up with the really wide FOV, I think. If it doesn't, that needs to be fixed. But that's proof right there it couldn't be active. I'm running dead silence. I had the same score as this dude. My dead silence was not active yet. It took another, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. It activates with time and score. So we have the same amount of kills in a free-for-all game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to prove that what you saw there was 100%, I'm convinced, manipulation. If someone wants to prove me wrong, fine. I will apologize. I will eat my fucking hat. But until then, I am convinced that this game is just aiming to fuck with people to get them to a 1KD no matter what. I remember hearing reports about how this game's going to have more lax SBMM and factor in connection better. Well, I still got like 50 ping in this match, while Billy Goat 57's rocking his 20 ping in his Joe Secot daycare lobbies. So that was a lie. I would argue this is the most insane skill-based matchmaking has ever been. It seems like it gets more insane every single year. And don't take this gameplay as like the end-all be-all here. I don't know what happened. It's literally like fucking skill-based matchmaking turned off. It literally turned off. Because, I mean, even as malicious as these fucking systems are, these devs and the people that implement the stuff in the game, they suck. I don't know if they're just like fresh out of fucking college, they're diversity hires or what, but these devs fucking suck. And I'm sorry, but I saw Nadeshot nearly have a fucking heart attack because of all the dev errors he's experiencing in Warzone 2. You can't tell me these devs know what the fuck they're doing, and they don't care. They make so much fucking money. So people saying, wah, these poor devs, wah. Fuck the devs! They're responsible! They're guilty by association. If Activision kills, like, people in their conference room and the devs are there and they don't talk about it, that's a crime, right? Yeah. Fuck the devs. They signed the contracts. I don't care. They make more money in a year than I will make probably in 5. And that's saying something because I'm making pretty good money right now covering this shitty fucking game on YouTube. So, no, fuck the devs, man. I'm just convinced. I am finally convinced there is something afoot. And I wanted to talk about this the other day. I couldn't find the right gameplay to stick with it. I guess it doesn't matter. I could commentate shit over fucking Joe Secott playing tonsil hockey with his wife Dora or something if I really wanted to. But I was playing a bunch of reverse boosted skill-based matchmaking lobbies and everything felt so good. Like the gameplay felt good. And I go into a regular Sweatfest lobby again, and I swear to you, right hand to God, there's no way I can prove it, but right hand to God, I had no aim assist. It was just gone. I was trying to use the Lockman battle rifle, and my aim assist was just fucking gone. No way I can prove it. I can't prove a feeling. It's like trying to prove the whole gun whipping back and forth like a windshield wiper thing. But Ace kind of proved it with Cold War. So, I don't know, guys. Leave your thoughts below. I don't know how else to prove that this game is fucking bullshit, but if you can like this and spread the word, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one, though. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I want to suplex Joe Secott through Danny Trejo's taco truck. Peace out.
I appreciate it, Nick. I'm sorry if I'm a little fucking snippy. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.